first, he travels to Indochina in his mysterious universe.
Giant stone jars litter this plain in Indochina. Who put them there? What were they for? Can science unlock the secrets of the plain of jars? In Turkey, can this man cast light on the lost art of the ancient architects? Is their knowledge hidden in the stones? Does this find under the Californian Sea prove that long before Columbus, the Chinese discovered America? Mysteries from the files of Arthur C. Clarke, author of 2001 and inventor of the communications satellite. Now in retreat in Sri Lanka, he ponders the riddles of this and other worlds.
We're in Kotte, one of Sri Lanka's ancient ruined cities. It lies on the outskirts of modern Colombo. It's hard now to picture the bustling civilization that once flourished here. But that's the sort of reconstruction that archaeologists try to do. They spend their lives searching for keys to the past. And perhaps one of their greatest challenges is in Laos.
The fabulous temples and golden statues of Vientiane hide an even greater treasure. For Tongsa Sayavongkamdi, a journey to the strangest place in Indochina begins with this jar.
The plain of jars is a large area where thousands of jars have been lying there for more than 2,000 years now. And no one knows exactly who made them, why they were made. And there are a lot of mysterious things about these jars.
Tongsa is the top archaeologist of Laos, in charge of the first modern survey of the jars. They lie far away in the remote north.
During the American intervention from 64 to 70, the plain of jars have been heavily air-bombed. The countryside is covered with craters.
The town of Pong Savan is the nearest settlement to the plain. To the local people, the jars are just part of the landscape. The jars are scattered over 600 square miles.
In the province of Siang Quang, there are about 20 sites where there are jars. But this site is the biggest. It is called Ban Ang. There are more than 250 jars in this site. The jars here in Ban Ang are made of sandstone, but in other sites they are made of quartz. But the interesting thing is that this rock is not available around the sites.
In the 1930s, a pioneering study was undertaken by French archaeologist Madeleine Kalani. An intrepid traveller, she made 3 expeditions to Laos. She counted, measured and mapped the jars, but never managed to uncover all of their secrets. She could find no trace of where the jar builders lived.
The shape is also very interesting because it's not a regular shape. You can't roll a jar. It won't be easy to roll a jar. It's irregular. There is a large variety of shapes too. All of them are different.
Helped by local state archaeologists, Tongza begins his fieldwork by checking Kalani's findings. At 10 feet in height, this proves to be the largest jar of all. Tongza finds more questions than answers.
In this site, we have found one lid. But why only one lid when we have 250 jars? And the shape, the size, don't fit to any of the jars. So another theory said that it might be an offering table rather than a lid.
At the nearby mineral water bottling plant, local entrepreneurs are tapping the jar's commercial potential. Legend says that the jars were vats for rice wine at a party held by a Chinese warlord to celebrate a victory in battle. Other stories say they were cocktail glasses for giants. But Tongza thinks that Madeleine Kalani had the best idea.
My feeling is that this site is funeral site. It's a graveyard. There is a large cave with 2 man-made openings on its roof. And there is a theory which I support, suggesting that it used to be a crematorium and remains were kept in the jars. And we'll have to look for these remains. The Plain of Jars, it's unique of its kind. It's very valuable cultural site. It's a place full of mysteries and questions, and we are just trying to find the answers to them.
What an extraordinary place. I wonder if the people of the future will be as puzzled by the bomb craters as we are by the jars. The only thing that would clear up this frustrating mystery would be some kind of written document explaining why people created it. And that's very unlikely now. But sometimes archaeologists do find surprising answers, often against most formidable odds.